Why, hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Lore Hunter playing Bloodborne. We are still in Yharnam, the Hypogean Gale, after beating Amelia last time, and I'm still in Darkbeast Paarl. Hello, Randall the Vandal and Ray G. Ray G says, pushing it later so the kiddos have less chance to call the shots. That is partially true. That's not even a joke, because they were causing me trouble last time. So, but this time we're here. Seemingly kids are asleep, less likely to invade. My partner is home, so more likely to catch any kids invading my game. Some nightmare newborns. Hello, Cassidiv, and hello, Hi Please Hydrate. So I totally did not do a little bit of grinding in between playthroughs. Hey Fernando, nice to have you join. Brazil. Oh, we are going against Darkbeast Paarl, and if you notice from last time, I am now wearing Henrik's set, and I may have grinded a couple levels, maybe, just because I'm struggling on Paarl a little bit. So we will see how that goes, but Henrik's set has much better defense against lightning, because I like to stay in there too long and get hit by lightning, so we will see how that all goes. But before we get into Darkbeast Paarl, I just want to say thanks to everyone for joining, and thank you for support from patrons who have made this playthrough possible. And let's get into it. Let's see if I do better. Ooh. Ooh, still got hit by it. Tried to get out. One thing is, I have not played with Ludwig's Holy Blade in so long that I found I'm so bad at using, heavier weapons in Bloodborne now. I'm so used to the sock cleaver being so much quicker. Ooh. I'm such a glutton for punishment like that. Surprised I have not broken him yet. Oof. Come on! Aw, oh, man. Not what I wanted to do. There we go, finally. There we go. I definitely put that in my favor by gaining a few levels. Thank you. Joseph Sokolowski. First try. I wish I had done, what is it? I did a few tries on the last stream. But there we go. Definitely having Henrik's set was helpful, but yeah, that worked out much better. So nice to get here on the earlier end, but before everything goes crazy when I return. All right, let's see.
Welcome home, good. What
Still
is it you
kind of
desire?
sad that I had to do that, but as usual, I will say I'm
Very
not
well.
a pro gamer.
Let
I'm a
the
lore
echoes
hunter.
become your strength. Let me stand close.
Which, you know, let's see. We'll do a little. I was hoping to get this all rounded off. So, you know, Darkbeast Paarl and the Darkbeasts in general are so interesting as creations in the world, like as being these like undead beasts. I'm curious to see what people's thoughts are. I've generally thought of, actually, one second. I've generally thought of the Darkbeasts and as like something sort of unique. You know, you have Irreverent Izzy, and then you have, was it Archibald, who are all interested in the Darkbeast, but them as this like undead creation. I know that's something that Miyazaki, I think, specifically designed Paarl, so maybe that's why they're a little different, but I like to imagine that, you know, it's got some lore significance. Let's see. How do you pronounce Tonitrus? Joseph Sokolowski asks. I pronounce it Tonitrus. It might be Tonitrus. I don't know. If you've watched me do anything with Sekiro, you would know pronunciations are not always my strong suit. And as another little poll for the chat, how do you think it's Tonitrus? Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Tonitrus probably, because that's just how I am. But let's see. I got a comment on my last video because I was saying Marika, and I was saying Marika for Elden Ring content purposes because, let's see, where are we going next? There we go. Oh yeah, actually, I was saying Marika for stuff because I heard a few people say it, like Vadi were saying Marika, and I was watching a few other videos, but I was thinking beforehand it was Marika, and someone said that I think the Japanese, it looks like it's pronounced Marika, so I think that is the correct way. I should have gone with my instinct on that, but I switched to Marika after hearing a few other people say it that way. Yeah, I was saying Marika, especially because I think Marika means something in Spanish and not necessarily something that you want it to be associated with. I'm not completely sure, but that's what I've heard. That's another reason why I was like, maybe I should say Marika just to avoid whatever association Marika has.
Farewell. Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood.
No, those are maracas. No, that's not exactly what I was thinking, but
Yet to open.
yeah, I'm gonna leave Vadi. He can say whatever he wants. I'm gonna go with Marika because that's how I took it at first.
I must take my
Castor,
leave.
thank you for the Japanese lesson. I can always rely on others who know the language much better to help me out. Hello, Skoski. Lawrence did not fear it enough. Now his head is sitting here. You hate to see it. But he thought maybe. An interesting thing just about blood administration and stuff relating to Darkbeast Paarl, who I just beat, is that Archibald, it says that he studied, you know, and he did it in the methods of Bergenworth, which to me means he was going with the eyes on the inside route and not doing blood ministration and, consuming blood in order to try and, transcend or do whatever he was doing. And just thinking of where you find Darkbeast Paarl, it seems to me that Archibald may have been part of Mensis, which is a mark against him because Mensis is terrible. But, he's part of the Healing Church, but he was in Mensis, and as far as we know, Mensis don't seem very inviting to people who are not part of the group. So if he was practicing or doing anything in Mensis, then I would think maybe he was part of that whole outfit. And that I think Darkbeast Paarl, my personal, is that he's, because you get the this badge. Where is it? I'll bring it up. There we go. Where is the key items? You get the Spark Hunter badge, and it's crafted in secret by Archibald. Healing Church for his friends. I'm thinking that Paarl was one of Archibald's friends, and perhaps that's why you get it from them there, and that you can kind of see that in the Hypogean Gale that it looks like Paarl broke out of the cells down below and made their way out to where we finally find them as Paarl, where maybe they died and turned into that Darkbeast. So, just a little lore stuff I've been thinking about. But with that, let's, I think what I want to do next, and I don't remember how many chunks you get, but I do think I'm going to pop into the Hunter's Nightmare quickly to try and just do some chunk grabbing. As you do. Jay asks basically, what are my thoughts on a Bloodborne 2? And I agree with you that I don't think it needs a sequel. I have been a steadfast supporter of getting another iteration on trick weapons, and I think that Cosmic Horror lends itself to... Oh, yeah. I think that Cosmic Horror lends itself to these short stories, and I don't see why there couldn't be a Bloodborne that just takes place in a different setting. I'm not as pro the idea... Oh wait, I need the Blood Drunk. I don't think I got that yet. Let's see. But I'm not as pro the idea of any sort of direct sequel or prequel, just because... I don't know. I think it's good. Although, if Bloodborne 2 meant that we could get Bloodborne to not be the worst performing game on the PS5, that would be awesome. Because it's kind of crazy that the Sony exclusive is the worst performing Souls game on the PS5. Kind of outrageous. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to pop into the Hunter's Nightmare and just try and grab some chunks. If I can get 3, it'll be worthwhile. And I generally know the route to run to get a few, so I think I'm going to go for it. I don't know if I'm actually going to get 3, but I want to pop in there because that might be fun. Before heading to the Forbidden Woods.
Cursed fiends, their children too.
6 fingers.
And their children forever true.
Man, the Old Hunters is so good. I think I will be doing that as part of this playthrough. It's been a long time since I played through it, not at blood level 4, so. Let's go see if we can find a few chunks. Who do I think is speaking during the cutscene? I was actually just pondering that. Who do I think is speaking during the cutscene? That is hard for me to say because I don't really have. I'm drawing a blank on who is generally credited with speaking. Let me do some coward running. I think the first. Woo! Trying to make it to the chunk cave. But, man, I'm honestly drawing a big blank on who I think is generally credited with speaking. What does everyone else think? Someone provide some good insight. I am failing right now. Whoop. Get out of here. Come on, buddy. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I agree. Oh my god. I would like more trick weapon stuff, and I would be totally fine with getting some more time in this world. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Let's go into the chunk cave. Ugh, this is one of my least favorite designs. I don't think it's a bad design, it's just gross. And I hate it. There we go. Got a couple chunks. I think there's definitely another. There we got another chunk. Ooh. Ooh. Quintessential suicide run. Let's see. There we go. I got all the chunks you can get in there. And I'm out. Cause crossed my mind, but I don't think it's Cause. I think it's more likely to be someone from the fishing hamlet who's speaking. I just don't know if there's anyone in particular who I think it is. Whoop. Might as well juice myself up a little bit. That's enough. I don't wanna. Ooh. Ugh. No! Get out of here. Whew. I've done this. You can tell I've done this chunk run a couple times. I'll talk to my buddy later once we're actually into it, but I just wanted to get a few chunks. Stay ahead of the curve a little bit. Because I like breaking these games a little bit to make it easier for myself. Yeah, I think part of the problem, Zyzen TV brings up continuing with the Pale Blood Hunter imbued with the power of an infant great one and moving between nightmares. I think in there also lies the problem with the idea of doing a Bloodborne sequel, and the problem with horror in general is once you've done it once, then the surprise and the mystery is gone. That you can't get that again. And let's see. And I think that's why I think something unconnected would work better. I may end up upgrading the flame sprayer a little bit too, just because it's actually pretty nasty, some of the stuff you can do with the flame sprayer. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Cassidy was making note of the Irish accents for the fishing hamlet, which, yeah, you know. It's true. Zyzen TV, Miyazaki always he knows what we want more than we know what we want. And now with that, let's get to. Now we'll go back to the route to the Grand Cathedral, hop into the Forbidden Woods. But you know, it's also another interesting thing how they pull stuff into their other games. You know, like Dark Souls 3 felt a little bit more Bloodborne-y. But I hope that's not the end. I really want trick weapons back, but I'll be curious to see with Miyazaki sort of positioning Elden Ring as this, not like celebration, but culmination of 10 years of Souls games. How much of all the Souls games make their way in, and if the expansiveness allows for your touches of, you know, various games. If you get your dual wielding like Dark Souls 2, if there's any sort of, you know, one-off sort of trick weapon or anything, you know, how much of that exists in the game to give players options. I'm personally hoping that they do plenty of new stuff that's not connected to previous titles, but I wouldn't mind, you know, like those rings in Dark Souls 3 that basically give you rally. Touches like that I'm totally good with, and I think could be nice. Okay. For some reason, does anybody know the flagging on this game better than I do? Sometimes Alfred's not here for me, and I don't know why, because I always talk to him.
Safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest. There's something I want to tell you. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today. And for the part,
Alright.
I bid you farewell. May the good blood...
It's so interesting to me that the Canehurst stuff even works, considering how many iterations it went through over the course of developing the game. I agree, Jay. I'm sort of seeing it as a new era. password. This is such a... I love it. I just think this touch, it's so campy. But already dead. Ooh, spooky. I love it. Boop, boop. Whoa. Bro. Trying to get myself killed. Hello, evil robot. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Well, let's just go. Now, I typically run through the Forbidden Woods. I never quite learned a specific path. I just sort of bumble my way around. I don't know if I want to do that this time or not, but the temptation is there. I like the Forbidden Woods. It is a maze-like place of snakes. But I don't think it's the most fun to play through in the world. Personally. Alright. Light the lamp, not the rat. Every time I light a lamp, I think of light the lamp, not the rat. I don't know if anyone knows what that's a reference to, but, you know, we can be best friends if you do. You bastard. I remember this was in the promo material, so I've always been aware of this existing. But I think it's such a funny trap to get hit on the backswing. Cassative says, think downward spiral. And I do think downward spiral. It's usually a matter of me dropping too far down the spiral at once. Like, is this the place where the celestial emissaries are? Or is this just a drop to my death? Let's see, I don't really know if I need this much. Ah, freaking crap. May as well collect some twin bloodstone shards for pistol and stuff. I do want to get the flame sprayer up, I think. Let's see. My typical way through. Whoop. Man, Ludwig's Holy Blade is just so strong. I'm just doing L2 spam. I love that attack now. I've played with the Holy Blade, but I've never really done a full playthrough. I've mostly used the Hunter's Axe and the Sock Lever, which I have platinumed the game, so I think of when it comes to RPGs, I can sometimes have like the dog food effect. Like, I don't care if it feels good, just keep giving me the same thing. I'll just keep using the same weapon. Which I think probably helps with me finding Bloodborne so replayable and such a nice packaged up experience on repeat playthroughs.
Glory be. You know not the value you possess.
Got our patches here.
But more's the pity.
I'm not using the Hunter pistol just because I love using the big ass sword, mostly. Evil robot. If I'm using Saw Cleaver, I do use it a lot, but that's what's actually sort of an interesting change up to my playstyle here. It's so interesting that Patches, the spider here, you know, sort of understands about the player being immortal or undead or whatever, you know, bound to the dream. And this is basically the only explanation you get in the game. Got the tonsil stone.
Not even death off seek you the ancient the gift of the Godhead will grow.
Alright. Oh no! Come on, doggies. Ooh, just missed. Oh, right. Ooh, give me the kick. Ooh, got a sliver of health left. Not the best outing against that guy. Yeah, I'll see how much chalice diving I do. I love the moveset on the Bagman. Ooh, let's get Beast Roar while we're in here. It's always fun. And let's creep around. Where am I going? Yeah, let's creep around here. Get the craziest shortcut in the game opened up. Ugh. Ooh, I don't have antidotes up on me. My bad. Yeah, I have to say I'm not really a huge chalice person, but oh, here. I think I will die before I get up that ladder if I don't. I respect that, Jay, getting into the numbers, getting deep into the chalices. Little skeletons. Some more corpses. This is the nice, I think, the healing church back door to get to the Forbidden Woods. So, Jay, as a chalice hunter, would you take something like chalices in Elden Ring? I don't think that anything procedural will happen in Elden Ring, but would you like to see another iteration on chalices show up, or do you think that's good in Bloodborne? And we're back in Yharnam. This blew my mind the first time I played this game. Yeah, defiled amygdalas. Not exactly what I want to be helping out with. Alright, so should I grab the Canehurst summons right now? Let's do it. Sort of all over the place today, but the woods are big. Let's see how I do against this bad boy. I'm really relying on that stagger, so when it doesn't happen, I'm all messed up. These guys are good against physical attacks. No! I wonder if it's gonna kill me. What a nasty attack. You're nasty. You're nasty. There we go. Shaman both play it nice. Oh, if, you know, I think they are weak to thrust. Thank you, Ray. I'm just outing myself here as a... I'm so sloppy at these games. But as long as y'all are down for the ride, I can talk about the lore and you can watch some mediocre gameplay. This is a nice preview for when I do my Elden Ring blind playthrough that will be available for patrons once that happens. And, oof, my blind playthroughs are... I have fun. I don't know how entertaining they are to watch, but there's a lot of Googling and figuring things out, peeking around every corner. Very thorough. I love how in this game you just get that insight and you just know. You just know that something juicy is on its way. But I want to come to her after things get weird, because then you get access to one of the more disturbing parts or scenes in Bloodborne. IMO. Just little alien buddies. What a mind fuck the first time you see this shit though. Amazing. I think the tomb prospectors and everything that they do, I know that Sophie is involved with in the Bloodborne wiki with Meph, who runs the Bloodborne wiki, which is the best wiki for the game. Like, just amazing stuff the tomb prospectors have done, finding everything. Yosefka, I'm so sorry. Ooh. Poor lady. Alright, let's make our way back to the Forbidden Woods. If only I could travel between lanterns. It was a real defining moment for me leading up to Bloodborne, where people were having discussions and we had seen a little bit of gameplay and there was no option to travel between lanterns. And I was a staunch defender of, like, there's no way From Software wouldn't let you travel between lanterns. They've already done that in a game. It would be crazy not to let you do that.
Drifted off. What is it you
But
desire?
that's how From Software be.
Very well. Let me stand.
You cannot assume that From Software is going to carry their ideas through games, especially if they have like a thematic reason why they would like to keep it the same. Okay, what should I get into now? I think more endurance.
Farewell, good.
Bye. Like to keep myself topped up. Okay. Oh. Over here now. Oh, no worries, Ray. You, not backseating. It's I'm not a terribly technical player. I do what I do, and I beat the game. But as far as the specifics, it's never been my strong suit. I'm not someone who gets super technical. I really love talking about game design and stuff on like that nice conceptual level, and like world design, level design. But as far as numbers go, that's never been my particular area of interest, which I think is fine. I like, everyone has their things. It's sort of how I am as a person too. I like at work I do a lot of master planning, big picture stuff, just because that's sort of my bag. Now, does this path, like, this will take you... Can you... This isn't open. Is there... I don't know. Would I rather be beast or broccoli? This is a tough one. I mean, I think I'd rather be broccoli, but I don't want to look like broccoli, if that makes sense. I'd rather be broccoli, but I don't want to look like broccoli. The beast would be cooler, but at the same time, broccoli. I want to transcend, not. I want to evolve, not devolve. Thanks for coming, Ray. I was glad you could make it. Where's that rooftop? Maybe I should kill a few of these dogs before. Yeah, I don't wanna. Ooh, yeah, can I choose that? I want to become a Robin. I'm okay with just being a head too, I think, if that's what that being a Robin entails. That's fine. So strong. Ooh. Ooh, one-shot him. Nice. Yeah, I'll go the Aldia route if I have to choose. Exactly, Jay. There's something for everyone, and some people can do all of it, but those people like Saint Riot. I really enjoy Saint Riot for being just technical, into the lore. It's a cool dude. I don't watch Twitch much, but I had a good discussion with him on my show, and I like to check out his stuff every once in a while, get his thoughts. Get that shield out of this game. Oh my gosh, Whiff City. Just Whiff City today. I don't even know why I'm going for this guy. I could just ignore him, but... Get a few bolts. I don't want to get cannoned. Yeah, I think Saint is very good. Who are some of your go-to streamers for when a new Souls game comes out? Because I like playing through blind, catching my stuff, but then I will check out whatever, like, Lobos has been doing, definitely. Like, I'll check in on EMB. Lobos is probably my big one for just because he's, like, so much different about these games than I am, but he's just so talented at them. I love watching his blind playthroughs. He's very fun to watch. He's very analytical, too. I'm going to check out Saint, too, for this. I've come to know him more recently, so it'll be fun to see him do some blind stuff. Exactly. I like to play through blind before I check out people, and then I'll go back and, check out their VODs and their Let's Plays if they're up and get into it then. It's always like the fun treat after beating a Souls game is getting to talk with everyone and find out all the things. I don't want the snakes. I don't want it. Okay. What a bad idea trying to charge up and attack against the snakes knowing they have ranged attacks. Sometimes I just love charging up attacks. That's satisfying. Cling! You think we'll get classic backstabs, or do you think it'll be different now that it'll be tied to stealth gameplay with Elden Ring? I like how you have to get a charged attack in Bloodborne. I think that makes a lot of sense. My buddy?
Ah, a new face, I hear. And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know?
I love Falter.
Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
Crazy Solaire.
As a hunter well should. Commit this to heart. Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
Hoping for grab attacks. Like
The night
that the player can do grab attacks?
Think, hunt, think.
Oh yeah. I love his set. Yeah, that's my problem with just the typical backstab. Is that it's really easy to do. And I can see with PvP it being just super wonky, I always end up dying to a backstab. When I'm getting invaded or the limited PvP I've done. And I think it's satisfying too, especially when you like dead angle in Bloodborne and you charge up that attack and you just hit it perfectly. It really feels rewarding and more challenging to do. I think it's a nice mixture. Now let's see. Oh, I was going to cash in my blood echoes, but I don't really care. Let's see. Where's the place you jump down? I can never quite remember. Oops. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. So I'm trying to find the place you jump down to see the little celestial emissaries. Owen Wright says jumping attacks that change depending on direction would be rad. That would be very cool. I'm excited that you will be able to do a different attack when you're like jumping vertically. I'm excited to see, like, I don't think that Elden Ring will take. I know the damage on that snake was fucking crazy, but what was I saying? I can't even remember. Something about Elden Ring, probably. I hope it's fun. Oh yeah, adding the jump will do a lot. I'm curious because I don't think it'll be like Sekiro where you Like, man, doing the jump attacks in Sekiro is awesome. But I'm glad that they're adding this other verb because I think that's really good. I'm gonna die. I got like super killed before. What the fuck is that? That was crazy. I don't really understand why I died so fast that last time. Is it right here? I don't think that's it. Pretty sure I'm gonna get myself killed if I jump there. Jump casting spells. Oh man, there's so many things to think about with adding a jump to, like, that's the thing, is it's like a lot of like, yeah, it was in Sekiro, like what's the big deal? But then it's like, yeah, but this is an action RPG, like so many things can happen with that. Let's see. I always forget. Oh yeah, here we go. Where's that rock you jump onto? Frick off. There we go. Oh, wobbly-headed jerk. What? I really hope that walls are as much of a pain in Elden Ring as they are in every other game. Aerial combat. I hope that they have ragdoll physics. That's another hope of mine too. I love ragdoll. It's so silly. It's so great. What? Why'd you unselect? Ooh. I set myself up for a bad situation. Thanks for coming on, Jay. Enjoyed hanging out, chatting. We'll be wrapping up soonish anyways. Ooh. I was wondering how much one of those hits would actually do to me. Clockwise metamorphosis. Exactly. I love dragging a corpse around. The ragdoll kicking in. It's great. Alright. Little Dark Souls 2 moment right over here. This is our Dark Souls 2 reference for the game. Avoid at all costs. And why don't you say before we wrap up the stream today, which I think it will be pretty good. I'll give a shot against the shadows. I don't know if I'll be successful, but I'll give it a shot. Be a fun way to end it. Or likely start the next stream with it. You can tell my confidence in beating the shadows based upon how I sent the elevator back up. No, I don't even. My gems aren't even like. Probably the gems I want to have out for this. I went the wrong way. It's better to go up. I remember this weird glitch where you get healed running through here. I can't remember why that happens, but there's a weird glitch where you get healed when you're like running past those pigs. All right, let's give the shadows a try. I don't know if I've ever fought them with this weapon, so it'll be interesting to see. Prepare for a lot of panic rolling. Okay, boys. My least favorite one's the flame thrower guy. Ooh. I could do the step thing, but I don't think it's advisable to do the step cheese when there's all three of them around. Save that for the last guy. Oh, yeah. Let's get out of this situation. Let's get out of here. Whew. That will go badly. I don't know why I keep trying to do a charge attack like that's going to be a good idea. Bad position. Really unfortunate. Ugh. Well, that's unfortunate. I like to kill that first guy. Wow. Oh, I fucking hate that. There we go. That'll help. Ooh, nice. Let's see how long I can get this going. Ooh, broke it. I just can't keep the stamina up with this weapon. Alright. There we go. Not too bad. Am I okay at Bloodborne? Maybe. Not against Paarl, but apparently just about everyone else. Woo! That is a fun fight, though. It is actually a really fun co-op. I really like co-oping with the Shadows of Yharnam. Yeah, actual first try. There we go. This weapon is insane. But, you know, with the saw cleaver, it's so easy to just steppy stab them. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Actually, my BL4 run, if you want to check it out on my channel, you can see I actually didn't do too bad against them either. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about that one. But I'm going to call it here tonight. It has been a great stream. Lots of progress made. And, yeah, that was really good to get the second one. I just, for some reason, the caster mage guy was not giving me the pressure for the second dude, and that was pretty clutch. But once you get the sword guy down, it's one of those boss fights that luckily gets easier as you make progress. So, but man, what an intense fight just right at the start. But thanks everyone for joining in. I forgot to kill a patron today, but I'll kill 2 patrons next time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that is going to sound weird, but I like to put little patron names above tough enemies and duke it out with them. And I did not do that today, but I'll do 2 next time to make up for it. But thanks everyone for joining the stream. Thank you to all the patrons for making it possible and supporting me. I was able to purchase a new mouse thanks to Patreon funds, because my old mouse was just clicking wrong and it was making editing and playing games very difficult. So I appreciate everyone joining in, and I will catch y'all next time.